Going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Living in Arizona, and today we're going to talk about apartments. I've been getting some questions about people who are asking about living in apartments. I've lived in several apartments, mostly in North Scottsdale, North Phoenix area, which you guys know about already, kind of, but it wasn't in the bad area of North Phoenix. But I haven't lived in apartments in the West Valley or the Southeast Valley, which is where I now live, but I will share some information with you guys to help dial this in for those of you who are thinking about just landing in an apartment first time here when you get here. And so if you're new to living in Arizona, please do subscribe to this channel. And thank you to everyone who's been keeping up with us and supporting this channel by asking questions like this one. Okay, so he says, "Hey Jeff, great video." This is coming from Sudeep Stable. "Hey Jeff, great video. If I were to get an apartment, can I grow food there? Is there a way to do that? What kind of plants can I grow on the windowsill or balcony?" Okay, so you can grow pretty much anything in your house. I mean, if you got some sort of light, I mean, you've seen those people who set up closet things and do things in their closet. I mean, windowsill, of course, that's natural light. And so if you wanted some tips on that particular subject, let's go right here. Apartment gardening for beginners, basically rent cafe blog. This is just related to growing things and answering his question. Rule of thumb: your thumb can be green by following a few simple steps to get yourself started. And the first step is start small. Gardening is easy. What are you waiting for? So edibles, herbs, and mints. You can grow those in little containers. You just got to put a little bit of fertilizer in there. You can do a chemical fertilizer, but I definitely recommend the organic type of Fox Farm and stuff. But the problem with that is that's going to attract bugs. So indoor stuff, technically, you're going to want to use, if it's edible, you're going to be kind of tempted to use that chemical stuff, that blue powder, right? Greens and lettuce, those grow easy in windowsills and on balconies, but they're going to attract the bugs. Same thing. You can hang something from the roof on a hook, and that would be like strawberries in a bucket, zucchini and cucumber in a pot. These kind of wine barrel pots, house plants. Plants need organisms. Plants have basic needs for survival, and you want to consider the basics before making your choice. The easiest way to determine needs is read the information that comes with your plant. So for the most part, sunlight, soils, water, fertilizer. You don't want to overwater. There is a such thing as overwatering. There is also a such thing as too much sunlight. There's also a such thing as too much fertilizer and not enough fertilizer. So yeah, it can be done. Window seals would be great for herbs, maybe even lettuce, and outdoor in pots you can do strawberries, cucumbers, squash, etc. Okay, so moving beyond that, let's talk about the juicy stuff about living in apartments, and let's dial this in here. So apartments for rent, you can check apartments.com. They're going to have a great list of places for you to search out on here. You can check just by Phoenix, but remember, there's many different areas across Phoenix, right? And so you can change the map too, but this is just for Phoenix. Lots of apartments. The only areas in Phoenix that I would really zoom in on are going to be from Central, which is downtown Phoenix, over towards Scottsdale. And that's like Camelback, Paradise Valley area. Outside of that, Phoenix, I wouldn't really mess with Phoenix other than that area right here, which is right there. And there's a variety you could see. This is Tempe, which is Metro Phoenix. You've got $1,299 to $2,500, and that's a modern apartment. $2,599 is probably going to be a bigger place, but look at dogs, cats, and laundry, and air conditioner, which is important in Arizona. You're going to want to make sure you got an air conditioner, and preferably energy efficient, right? So that's apartments.com. Another place that you can check out, I like forrent.com. I think they're pretty good. They're going to give you the goods all across the valley, of course, and you can make your search about Tempe. If I was to live in an apartment right now, just if you wanted to know my opinion, I would be aiming for, assuming I had a $1,200 to $2,200 a month budget, I would be aiming for Scottsdale, I would be aiming for Scottsdale completely. I wouldn't even mess around with anything on the Avs. That means that basically, yeah, anything in West Phoenix I would stay away from because there's just not a lot of stuff to do out there. And even for apartments, I wouldn't move to an apartment where I live right here. Like if I lived out in Queen Creek, Santan Valley, I would not live in an apartment complex out here. There's just not enough to do. I would want to be centrally located. That's the benefit of living in an apartment is you can live in the heart of Scottsdale and not break the bank. And so this area you're going to want to basically pivot off of is going to be Scottsdale Road, which we've gone over several times. And yeah, that's Scottsdale right there. So this whole area right there, that's Arcadia, Camelback, Scottsdale, Tempe. Tempe's down here. Tempe's a little bit younger crowd. If you're a younger person, if you're an older person, you're going to want to go towards Scottsdale, Arcadia, and even downtown Phoenix, which we just talked about. To get an apartment in, say, Scottsdale, let's go ahead and dial this in here. So this is called Denham of Scottsdale. I don't know why it's all of a sudden decided to highlight, but let's see. Look at nice workout facilities. They've got the grills out back. 1 bedroom, 1 bath, anywhere between 1,065 and 1,810. 680 square feet. That's pretty small, but let's check out the model. Okay, that's a kind of a small one. I mean, gosh. I hope that one, yeah, that should only be 1,065. I don't care. I mean, that's so small. If you wanted a 2-bedroom in the same place, I mean, you're looking at 14, 15. I guess it just depends. But a 2-bedroom is going to be fairly decent sized. 1 bathroom, huh? That's kind of a big thing. You might want 2 bathrooms, right? Here, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,335 to 1,890. Let's take a look at one of those. There's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath there. Okay, and the other one there. No, wait, where's the other bath? I guess they're like conjoined. Oh, so this person goes here and this person goes here. All right. So yeah, that's Denham of Scottsdale. You're looking at 1,335 to 1,890 on the high end. I don't know why it fluctuates. Maybe it's seasonal. Maybe it's different units. I don't know exactly why it's got that price range gap. I mean, I'd imagine best time to rent would be starting in the summer because it's less desirable in Phoenix. Whereas in this winter time, it's not. It's going to be more overcrowded in the winter because snowbirds and people coming here to get away from the snow. In the summer, people are getting away from the extreme heat, and they're like, "Take me to Canada, please. Vancouver's calling me back." Because people come from Calgary, Alberta, and all that, Vancouver, BC. Another one that's pretty good is Trulia.com. I mean, you can find some stuff on Trulia. There's also Hotpads.com. It just depends on, what you like. But here's a pretty decent looking one that obviously caught our attention. This is 56 North. So I mean, this is a modern apartment. Look at that pool. You could invite your friends over and have some beers and enjoy the outdoors. And it's obviously a community, or you're going to share it in a community area. It's called Pillar Communities, but that was an ad on Trulia. Pet friendly. You can dial it in if you need pets. Dogs allowed, cats allowed. Some breeds of dogs aren't going to be allowed though. So let's see what else. Do you need workout facilities? Do you need a luxury apartment, or do you just want to be in Scottsdale living in an older one? I mean, at least the way they know how to take the pictures, they sure make this place look pretty good, don't they? Do you need to be around schools, commute? Where are you going to work when you get there? Are you going to be working in North Phoenix? What do you need to know about that? If you're working, say, in North Phoenix, let's go back to a better map that's got better details. You could be working up in, say, I don't know, USAA over in Deer Valley, and you're living over in Scottsdale. How would you get there? Well, you would take the 101. So you would just kind of pre-plot out the track on your Google Maps. That looked like a pretty good one, didn't it? Kind of lush. Ooh, Elite North Scottsdale. North Scottsdale is going to be more chic, but further away from all the stuff. That's the thing about North Scottsdale. It's more relaxed. If you like to have more relaxed and you're not too into the nightclubs and the things to do and going to the Suns game, going to the Cardinals, going to the museums, going to the nightclubs, this and that, then North Scottsdale is where you're going to want to be. And it's going to be a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit extra, but it's going to be nicer up there. We're talking Greyhawk and whatnot. Look at that. I mean, you can see, I mean, this is a great, apartments.com just gives you great perspective. Now, granted, these places do hire some professionals, but if you need to take the pictures, but if you need the West Valley, look at this. I mean, it's real cheap out in West Valley, West Phoenix. If you just want to be in Phoenix, you're still in the Phoenix grid. I mean, you're only 25 minutes away from downtown Phoenix by freeway, but you can, get into an apartment for, under $1,000, and sometimes even cheaper than that. The further south you go, the further west and south you go, as long as you're not going out towards Buckeye, because that's when it starts to get more pricey again, or nicer, But this is that area where it's kind of iffy, Glendale area. But look, I mean, 880. You saw something for 600 earlier, 850. 2 bedrooms, 3 baths, 850. 725 for a studio to 2 bedroom. Tops 1090. I mean, this is all right there in the Phoenix area. So that's Glendale. If price is an issue, consider the West Valley. If you want to be kind of in the Southeast Valley because you're like, hey, I kind of want to be where Jeff's at. No, I'm just kidding. What is this? This is downtown. Look at these places downtown. They've really redone downtown. Circus Central Avenue, 1288, 1777. I mean, they've got these places downtown. Although this is a CGI, this is computer generated. Like, what's the real place look like? I've noticed these CGIs make this place look like it's real, like it doesn't look too hot. But downtown Phoenix, man, in the heat of the summer or anytime, downtown Phoenix is hot, man, hot. I don't know. I know I keep saying that, and people are like, why do you say that? I mean, what's the difference between 116 and 114? But it's just something about the area. Like, it could be the way the reflection off the concrete. But West Phoenix and downtown Phoenix strike me as just so dang hot. Whereas, like, North Scottsdale is, like, cooler. North Phoenix is even a little bit cooler once you get past Union Hills or Beardsley. Southeast Phoenix, a little bit cooler, like, even out here in Queen Creek, is just a little bit cooler. That's why I think veggies grow better out here in Queen Creek. That's why we've got Schnepp Farms, whereas you don't have that kind of stuff out in downtown Phoenix, obviously because it's downtown. But even then, I would venture to say that farms probably, growing crops out in Queen Creek is probably a little bit better than it would be in downtown Phoenix. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Watch one of these other videos. Subscribe to Living in Arizona, and thanks to everyone for all you do. And join our Facebook group. I'll put a link below.